Hello, this is Chris Brett from Eurogamer at the Idea Xbox event at GDC, and I'm joined by Ian Marino from the Behemoth. Is that how you like to say it? Behemoth?
The Behemoth.
Oh, good.
It's all the same.
I've ruined it already. And you're showing off Pit People, which is your new turn-based strategy game.
Yes.
It's still very, very funny. For Castle Crushers fans out there, expect a certain narrative to your games, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You've got that. You've nailed it. But this is turn-based strategy. That's new. This is a slightly different area for you guys.
Yeah, it's a departure for us. With every game, we always tackle a new genre. So from Alien Hominid to Battleblock Theater, Castle Crashers, new genre every time. So this is our take on the strategy genre. And we have the goal of creating a strategy game that maybe non-strategy gamers would potentially play.
Cool.
So we kind of stripped it down, simplified it as you saw or as you played.
Sure.
And yeah, we call it's our fast-paced, turn-based co-op adventure.
Right. Okay. That's what you're going for. Excellent. And so yeah, it's meant to be played with cooperatively then, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So how does that work? I've just played single player, controlled all the units. How does that work in co-op?
So in co-op, for the story, it's going to be up to 2-player co-op, local and online. So it's going to be kind of the same thing where you're just going to have 2 smaller teams, but setting your paths up simultaneously. So you do have to wait for each other to get all your pathing down before you execute your orders.
Right. Okay. I like that you did this, by the way, because we've been playing with a like a custom-made like arcade controller, which actually you end your turn by pulling lever.
Yes.
And now I kind of. You need to have one of those things available for people.
I know, it feels good, right?
It's great because there's a certain thing in turn-based strategy. You spend so long waiting to make your move and you're like, right, is this actually the best way? Okay, let's just do it. And then to actually have to physically pull a lever,
right,
it makes it even more dramatic. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, we wanted that kind of like fulfilling, like that experience where you're, like you said, you're taking time, you're pathing all your fighters, scrolling through, and it really started from our arcade. So on a trade show floor, we started building these arcade cabinets. It started with Castle Crashers and Battleblock, and so it was harkening back to the days of the arcade cabinet and arcade. So when it came to this game, it was like, well, there's not really like, how do we do this?
A lever, boom,
yes,
we're done.
And I think the original idea was like, it'll be a giant sword that you slam down to the ground and you yank it back, and it's gonna feel amazing.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, with those kind of things, like, they're great for these demos, but like, is that ever going to be something that people can get their hands on?
Hopefully, everybody who plays with it really likes it, and so I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to point out that the one that you just played it's a portable version of like these big things we made. But the portable version, yeah, it's like it could be like cool. Everyone's like limited edition, special launch thing.
Yeah, sure.
And you never know. For us, we're a small studio, so like getting now into the hardware game, it's it's a bandwidth issue for us. So if there's time and it makes sense, you never know. But nothing official to announce at this time.
Okay. To go back to the game itself, not the arcade lever isn't cool. So you said you want it to be a turn-based strategy game that casual players can tackle.
Yes.
What does that mean? Like, how do you ensure that?
Well, with some of those games, there's a lot of like minutia involved with what you're doing, like traditional tacticals and turn-based. Like you're managing all these little things.
Yep.
And so with this, it's just like no, it's like go 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 go. So we refer to it as a game of positioning. So it's more you're like laying down chess pieces, like go here, go here, and then when you execute those orders, one thing to point out is like they have a mind of their own. They're going to do what they want to do.
Yeah, so there's
a little chaos management involved.
I actually really like that, by the way. When you move your unit, say a swordsman next to 2 enemies, it'll say, right, he can hit both of these, but you don't know which he's going to go for, and that actually isn't quite as random as it sounds. That is part of the strategy then, because it's all about positioning that swordsman to only be next to one enemy because you want him to hit that one with the others, right?
Right, because you want to isolate that one. Yeah, you want to surround him and deal the most amount of damage with all your guys.
Sure. So, I guess to answer that original question, it is about positioning. Like the actions you're making are actually just like move here and then do some stuff, and hopefully it's what I want you to do. Yeah, and also it's quick as well. Like it feels a bit more arcadey than some of the other turn-based tactical games out there. Like you kind of blitz through the missions quite quickly, and it's fun and fast, and I guess that's the other aspect of it.
Exactly, and we have a lot of like kind of built-in pathing. So maybe a younger player could kind of like still kind of push their way through, or not necessarily spam their way through, but kind of get that gist of how you just have that forward momentum and moving along. But like you said, it creates these like moments of like it could go your way or it could not go your way, and so you have these moments of like, but when it pays off, it's just such a great payoff, and you're just watching like this little mini movie unravel, and usually ends in laughter.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, just to wrap up, one of the things we talked about before, cross-network play. What do you think of that? What is the Behemoth? You know, a developer heavily associated with the Xbox and the downloadable titles on there, but you're also going to be on PC, Windows 10, right? With
Yes.
people.
Yes. Yes.
And looking at some of the other games that you've done that have also gone to PC. Is this something you're interested in?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got off the plane and we're like, what just happened in the world today? Like,
So that announcement happened really quickly and out of nowhere from our perspective.
Yeah, it was
Anyway.
great. It was out of nowhere, and now it's, you know, this is really historic. We're gonna look back on this, you know, and be like, whoa, that's when you know it changed. And for us, like, it's so fresh. I think at the end of the day, we just want the people to have people to play with. We want the most amount of like people in our network. So we're gonna do whatever makes sense and whatever what's best for like the end player.
Of course.
So you could get in on it. You launch your game, Castle Crashers remastered, or whatever game, or pit people in the middle of the night, and you have like we want there just be able to play games. So whatever path that leads us on is what we're going to take.
Cool. Well, I'm glad to hear that it is something that you guys are thinking about. You know, obviously a bunch of steps between the announcement and it actually happening technically, and yeah, like you guys are launching a game. It's not just like you've got a bunch of free time to start looking around. But yeah, it's a cool idea, right?
Very, very cool idea. And on that note, in terms of playing with other people, we're going to do a beta for pit people later this year.
Cool. Awesome.
So we're going to have a lot more people playing and getting people playing online, and you know, just open it up a little.
Is that to get people interested, or you have to like feedback there as well? Do you want to?
We need some feedback. Like I said, it's a different game for us, or a different style of game for us. So it's kind of getting feedback, or it's like part balancing and parts just like getting that good. Like we want a good on the subject of networks, that great online experience, and we want it to be as best as possibly can when the game comes out.
So
yeah, exactly. Makes sense, right?
Absolutely. Cool, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. And,
thank you.
Have a good show. Awesome. Excellent, dude. Cheers, man. I have a remarkably little understanding of what you guys actually do day to day. You've been doing game development for a while now, right? How long have you been a game developer?
22, it's 2016, 22 years.
All right, that sounds like a good chunk of time. 25?
Yeah, so you were 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, right, in my mind, this is how game development works. I know at some point you guys probably have a concept, but you don't tell anyone about that.
That's right.
You just begin.
You get in trouble when you do that.